Welcome back to Further Solution Academy. Encourage us to share this video, subscribe, and if you have not subscribed before, kindly press the subscribe button. On this channel, we have a lot of videos for you to work with. You can learn any part, all area of mathematics, physics, and chemistry. By the end of this video, you will understand what is called arrangement. Now, this topic is more similar with probability distribution, function, and so on and so forth. Now, we'll be just working on only arrangements, maybe arrangement of letters or arrangement of things. Now, why the next video will be on permutation, from permutation we get to combination. Now, I have some problems here on arrangement, which we need to figure it out. Okay, permit me to pick it up what? Okay, I have some problems here, some questions that I can work with. Permit me to write out the question. Okay, I will start by one. Let me start with number one. Okay, let's see this. At least with this, I'll be able to explain one or two things. Now, you are asked to find the number of ways of arranging the letter ABC, A, B, and C in a line. Now, normally, when you have to do this thing, by default, which is normally, I think I'm talking about A, B, C. I want to arrange this number. Now, firstly, I can arrange this way. I can arrange it A, C, B. I can arrange this as B, C, A. I can also arrange as A, C, B. Okay, I've mentioned that. Sorry. Okay, I've mentioned that. I can arrange this as B, C, A, and C, A, B, and B, C. Now, these are the possible way of arranging it. But all these are so long, it's a long journey. Now, the easiest way of doing this, there are different ways of doing it. It means I will say that what they are different. There are different arrangements. There are 6 different arrangements. Now, this is what you are going to write. But all these things are so simple. Are so complex because if these are more than this, it will be a big problem. Now, this is a straight line, the letter in the word is a straight line. What you just need to do, how many letters are there? A, B, C. Now, this is what you are expected to do. Now, but this one is by default, Now, it means I'm just saying 1, 2, 3. 3 factorial, which is going to be what? 3 times 2 times 1, which I'll be having what? 6. Can you see? 6 ways. Now, this is what you are supposed to do. But normally, this is how you will do it. Now, let me try to work on another question that, it will be very hard for you if you are not very careful, Like, let me have a very large board that you are to arrange it. Now, permit me to write that question down. Okay, look at this particular question. We are talking about gradient. This is a gradient. Now, it's a word. The first question says, find the number of different arrangements of these 9 cars if there are no restriction. That is number 1. Number 2 says that, which is number B, find the number of arrangements that begins with grade. And the last one says that find the number of arrangements that begin with what? G and end with X. Now, this is the word I'm talking about. If there is no restriction, solution will be, if there is no restriction, please, question, solution, so that I'll be able to understand what I'm trying to do here. Now, if there is no restriction, the first thing you will do there is that If there is no restriction, what I will just do that, how many letters are they? We are talking about gradient. Now, which is 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. Now, I won't lie to you. If you start doing what I told you last time, GRA, you will be tired of that. The whole board will be full of words. Now, you don't need to work really yourself. What you just need to do, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. There are 9 letters. Now, what you just need to do, you have to press 9 factorial. Now, your 9 factorial will give us 0, 8, 8, and 2, 6, 3. Now, that is, we are talking about 362,880 ways. Now, can you see? These are the number of ways you can do. Can you see that it's very straightforward at this point if there is no restriction? The second one, find the number of what? Of arrangements that begin with what? This particular one. Now, what you just need to do at this point is that you will look at the question and begin with what? With. Now, what you just need to do at this junction is that you will look at this. It means, can you see? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. Now, we're talking about what? 7. Now, let me just now take the solution. I need to write the solution. Now, I will now say that what? The first 4 letters are, now that is the first 4 letters. Now what you just need to do is that now that is so that are only 5 letters left to be what? To be arranged. Now, what you just need to do, 1, 2, 3, 4. Sorry, 1, 2, 3, 4. That is 4. Now, 4, if you minus 4 minus 9. 4 minus, okay, 1, 2, 3, 4. Okay, 5. Okay, 4 minus what? 9. It will be 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Now, it means I'll be having 5 letters. It means 5 factorial. 5 factorials will be equals to what? 120 ways. That is your answer. Because find the number of ways, find the number of arrangements that begins with what? This. Now, let me even leave ways. Let me leave this way. No, leave this way. Now, can you see this? I want to do this. What I will just need to do, I will take this one away. And the remaining letters will be 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Now, 5 letters. It means I'm playing with this remaining one, which is this one. And it will be what? 5 factorial. 5 factorial equals to what? This. That is all. Now, the last part of this problem is that find the number of arrangements that begin with what? G and end with what? With X solution. Now, what you just need to do is also a straightforward question. Now, you come here, let me write the letter, gradient. The word rather, gradient. Now, 1, 2. Now, how many letters are remaining? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. Now, there are remaining 7 letters. Okay, if I want to present it, the first letter and the last letters are, it means the first letter and last letter are fused. Now they are fused. You can't do anything with the first and the last. Now, then 7 letters are remaining. Therefore, I'll be having 7 factorial. Now, my 7 factorial will give us what? My 7 factorial will be 5040. That is just it. Can you see? This is how to arrange, items. I have another problem here. Permit me to write it down. Okay. Okay, look at this question. Now, this is another question that I'm talking about square. Sorry, it's not a rectangle with a square. All the shapes are equal. Let me make it a square so that for those that are looking at us. Okay, I'll make it a square, complete square. Okay, because as a mathematician, I'm able to quote on those things. Now, this is square. How many of them? 1, 2, 3, 4. And 1, 2, 3. All the object becomes 7. Now, the first question that is being asked is find the number of different arrangements of the 7 objects if there are no restrictions. There are no restrictions. Now, what you just need to do here is that solution. If there are no restrictions, what you just need to do is that you look at these items. There are 7 non-items. They are what? They are 7 objects. They are all objects. Now, it means since there are 7 items, the number of arrangements will be what? The numbers of arrangements will be equals to 7 factorial. And you all know that 7 factorial is equals to what? 7 factorial will be what? 5 is 0, 4 is 0. That is my answer. Now, the second question says that find the number of arrangements where the square and the circle alternate. Now, this is where it is a bit technical. Now, where the what? These are alternate. What you just need to do? Solution. Now, in the normal real sense of alternate means a circle, is squared, and a circle. Is squared, and a circle. Is squared, and a circle. Is squared. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. Now, is already, that is in form of what? Alternate. Now, what you just need to do now is that you can do this in 4 ways. There are 4 different ways of arranging it, of square, which is 1, 2, 3, 4. It means squared will be what? 4 ways, which is 4 factorials. Now, I will now also move on to what? Now, circle. Circle is also what? 1, 2, 3. 3 ways. Now, for me to now get this name, number of arrangements. Sorry, I'm need to write it. Number of arrangement now. Number of arrangements will be equals to what? 4 factorial multiplied by 3 factorial. Now, it means objects, we can arrange our square in 4 ways, and we can arrange our circle in 3 ways. 4 factorial, we all know that it's always what is 4 factorial? We have 24 multiplied by what? 6. And 24 multiplied by 6, it will give us 144. That is the number of ways of arranging this if they are what? Alternative. Now, alternate. The second and the last one, look at this. Solution. Now, we are talking about this. Find the number of arrangements where all the square and are together. All the square are together. Now, if all the squares are together, it means I'm saying that what? I can say that something like this: circle, squared, squared, squared. 1, 2, 3, 4. We are talking about square here. Now, this will become a 1. It means that should become 1. Since it's 1, now we can now say that now the number of ways of arranging the one block of 4 square is what? Is of 3 circle will be what? 4. It means the number of ways it will be what? Number of ways will be what? 4. Because there are 4 squares. Now I will now move on by saying that since I know that is the fact, which is number C. Okay, which I know that is the fact. Now, hope I'm not making any mistake. Okay. Now, since I know that is the fact, I will now move on ahead. There are 4 ways where the arrangement can be taking place. Now, it means I can only do this in 4 ways. Now, which is 3 circles you can be arranged. This is 3 circles now. This is 3 circles. And we're having 4 squared. Now, also will be what? 4 square. Now, the number of ways, the number of arrangement now. Number of arrangement will be equals to 4 factorial multiplied by 4 factorial. 4 factorial, 4 factorial. We want to evaluate that is 24, 24, which is 24 multiplied by 24. 24 multiplied by 24, it will give us that'll be 556. That's just it. That's 556. Now this is the last part. Now find the number of arrangement where the square are together and the circle are what? Together. Now this one is a very simple and very techniques. Now if the square are together, now this square are together and are together. It can only be done in what? In, look at this solution. We have circle, circle, circle. This should be togetherness. Squared, 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 squared. That is also together. Now, which is, I'll be having this one will be what? 4 factorial, 4 ways and 3 ways. Multiply. Now, this can only be do this in 2 times. Now, it means it can now be what? 2 factorial multiplied by 4 factorial plus 4 factorial multiplied by what? 3 factorial. Now, this is number of ways you can do it. Now, 2 and 3 factorial will give us what? 144 plus 144. Now, which it will be giving us 144 plus 144, it will be 228. Now, that is my answer. That is my answer. Now, I think with the way I explain arrangement now, you'll be able to understand it very well. Now, just calm down. They are simple to attempt. You know, we have just played with objects. On the next video, I'll be working on the permutation. You know, from there, you'll be able to continue with what you have been learning here. Don't forget to share this video and subscribe. Once again, thanks for watching.